So today we're going to be doing some skating. We're going to start with some basic edge work, then we're going to go into some more advanced edge work as we go along. So we're going to start with some basic inside edge turns. When we're doing this, we want to try to get really low, and then we want to put pressure on the inside edge of our heel, not the toe of our blade, not really the middle so much. So when we're going to go, when I push, I'm going to hold. I'm bending and I'm sitting on my leg, and I'm holding my inside edge, and I'm putting pressure on my heel. Another thing when we're doing our inside edge, make sure we're having strong ankles. We don't want to try to cheat it and end up flexing our ankle in to try to reach that inside edge. So if I try to flex my ankle in, you're going to end up falling. When you're going on your inside edge, we want to get our body weight over to the side. So I'm essentially leaning to the side on our inside edge. Do not flex your ankle down. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to hold our inside edge in full circles. When we do this, we want to keep our body in control. So when I'm low, I'm controlling my stick. My stick's always in front of me. And when I want my off hand to be somewhere in front of my chest, but I don't really want to be hugging me either, so it's kind of off of us. So I'm going to take a couple steps. I'm going to hold my inside edge. I'm controlling both of my hands. And I don't want my arms to be going everywhere as we're doing this. So now we're going to try to build up speed into our inside edge turns. When we do this, again, we have to stay low. We cannot pop up or else we're going to lose our balance. So we're going to take a couple quick strides, and you're going to hold it. Then we're going to move. Then we're going to sit low on our heel. We're going to move. Again, we're on our heel, and I'm controlling my body. So the last thing we're going to do on our inside edge is we're going to be tapping our gloves both on the ice. When we do this, when we tap our gloves on the ice, we want to be touching more on the sides of our body rather than in front of us, so we don't end up leaning forward like this. So as I go, I'm going to hold my inside edge, I'm going to touch, hold my inside edge, I'm going to touch, and I'm exaggerating how low I can get on my leg, and I'm holding my heel on my inside edge while trying to keep my body and looking up. So I lied. That's not the last thing we're going to do for our inside edge. We're going to combine two of the drills we did already with full circles, and then we're going to add a hand touch on the ice. So when we're going forward, we're going to hold our inside edge. Now we're going to hold our hand on the ice. Take a couple steps, inside edge. We're holding our hand on the ice. Make sure we're loading up on our inside edge, and we're loading up on our leg. So we're going to move on to our outside edge. If you haven't done your outside edge before yet, or you're not comfortable going to your outside edge, if you're a complete beginner at it, you're going to start by dropping your stick on the ice, and you're going to have two skates completely on the side of you. We're going to be crossing one leg over, and then we're going to be holding this position for like a second. Then we're going to step right back out. We're going to cross right back over, make sure we're on our outside edges, step right back out. And we'll continue to do this for a couple times. Now, as you get better at it and you feel more comfortable, now when we cross, try to right away step back over your skates and you're not standing still. And then when we get better at that, I want you to hold your outside edge and catch yourself. And you're going to hold your outside edge, then catch. Hold it, catch, hold it. So for our first actual skating thing on our outside edges, we're going to be doing cross rolls. When we do this, we want to be sitting again on the outside edge heel of our blade. We don't want to be at our toe. but we also don't want to be really back on our heel. So we're getting low, we're bending our knees, we're kind of exaggerating it. You're going to sit on your heel, but we're also leaning a little bit forward. Now, if you can't add a curve like me yet, you could literally start by just trying to step in a straight line over. So for the second thing on our outside edges, just like on our inside edge, we're going to be holding outside edge wide turns. Now, a trick with this is, again, when we're sitting low and we are sitting on our heel on our outside edge, we want to be putting a little bit of weight on the outside of our knee, a little bit where our thigh is as well. So when I'm on my outside edge, I'm driving with the side of my knee out. Not the front of my knee, but the side of it. Then I'm on my heel, driving with my knee, on my heel. So once we get better at that, if you start to feel more comfortable, we're going to start to use our outside edge in full circles. So just like we did on our inside edge, when we go, we're going to take a couple steps, then we're sitting on our heel, we're driving with our knee, and we're holding. We're on our heel, you're going to drive with your knee, and then we're holding. So a trick with your outside edge, when you're trying to hold a turn just using your one leg on your outside edge, you want to be able to control your off leg. Your off leg is the leg that's not on the ice. Now I see a lot of kids, they start to swing their off leg in front of them. And what does that do? It starts to over rotate you and spin you faster than you want to turn. So when I tell my players or other skaters in general, they should have their skate underneath them a little bit or just a little bit behind, and then we're having our knee right under us. Now you're going to hold your leg to the side. Now you can cross when you're ready to make that step. So it's going to stay behind me. Then when I'm ready, I'll cross. It's behind me. Then when I'm ready, I'll bring it in front of me. We do not want to start swinging our legs everywhere. So when you start to feel more comfortable using your outside edge and you can do it kind of slow and you're in control a little bit, we want to start to build speed because we're going to be using our outside edges in a game scenario with speed. So same thing on our inside edge. We're going to move. You're on your heel, drive with your knee. You're going to move, hold your heel, drive with your knee. So we're going to start to go into some more advanced outside edge work. Now, when we're holding our outside edge, I want you to really lean to the side, and then we're touching our hand on the ice. So you know, like motorcycle racers, they're like all the way down there on the side of the road. That's where we're going to be. So really use your outside edge. So we're going to take a couple steps, and then we're going to hold it. Take a couple steps, hold it, and really feel your edge carry you along the ice. Then once you feel like you're a really good skater and you feel like you're really good on your outside edges, you can start to pick up speed, hold your outside edge, hand on the ice in a full circle. So no, for the last thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an outside edge to an inside edge transition. So if you want to, you can use the crease right here on the ice as like a layout. We're going to hold our outside edge until we reach the top, and then we're going to transition onto our inside edge. Now when we do this, I'm sitting on my heel, then I'm transferring my weight to the toe of my blade as I'm transitioning. Now again, our leg needs to be in control. We don't want to be going with it out in front of us. So again, I'm on my heel, look where I want to turn, then I'm on my toe. Heel, and then toe. Now, if you're not comfortable doing it with one skate, you're going to use two, and then turn at the same time. We're on our heels, and then we're on our toes. My butt's a bit cold, but that's about it. Thanks, guys, for watching. If any of this was helpful, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And yeah, see ya.